Hello, my loves. I'm so excited to be in the book nook now for recording for spring, summer, and fall. I spent some time this weekend kind of getting things set up so things feel nice and comfy in here for recording and for working, and it's just wonderful to be here. So I'm very excited today because we're doing a very special unboxing. This deck was sent to me by the artist Johanna Polle, and the name of the deck is the European Goddesses and Spirits Oracle deck. The Kickstarter is launching on May 1st, 2024. I'm going to put the link to her website in the description box down below so that you can support and follow her work. I will also put her Instagram down below as well. The artist did send this deck to me to unbox and review, and so of course there will be a full review coming. And you guys know, as always, I will be sharing my honest opinion with you across the board. So the deck itself comes from Germany. It was wonderfully, beautifully packaged, very safe. It looks very sturdy. If that's a concern for you, I don't think you have any worries with this artist herself. My understanding, well, of course, this is an indie deck with the Kickstarter option that's happening here. And I'm very excited because so many of us have been working with goddesses from these pantheons, and there is such a beautiful, I think, call for an oracle deck like this, especially by such a gifted artist. So I personally am very excited to unbox this. Sorry guys, I guess I should have opened this before, but you all know me, and we're in Mercury in retrograde, so seriously, like, hello. Okay, so when you open the box, oh, look at this beautiful guidebook. Oh my goodness. Okay, so when you open the box, you get the following. This looks like the guidebook and the oracle deck itself. And the artist was kind enough to send me some information for us so that we have all the things we need to know about it. So the oracle deck, so I believe you have the option to purchase just the oracle deck or the oracle deck and the guidebook. The oracle deck itself is 40 cards, plus you do get a 70-page guidebook, the little white book in the tuck box. It says the deck can be used to divine and receive guidance or to build relationships with future deity from Celtic, Germanic, Greek, Norse, and Slavic culture. And within the guidebook are 40 divination messages, journal prompts for each card, introduction into the deck and its archetype-based divination system. It says the oracle deck can be used on its own or with the companion book as an extension. And then for the companion book, there's a 192-page full-color art book with high-quality prints of 40-plus artworks. Suitable for readers who want to use the deck as more than a divination tool to form relationships with goddesses and become inspired for personal ritual practice. There's an extended preface to the deck included in this particular guidebook, divination and devotion approach introductions, 40 source-based introductions to each goddess and spirit of the deck, 6 card spreads, and a bibliography and resource. And then the messages are repeated from the little white book as well. Let's see. Let's see what this says here. Okay. So about the artist, she's born and raised in Germany. She's a full-time self-employed artist, illustrator, and author since 2019. She has an academic background in media and cultural studies and art history, an experienced practitioner of German and Scandinavian folk witchcraft. Well, there it is, right? That's what we want. Intuitive tarot reader and oracle card user. And she's doing this as a one-woman operation from soup to nuts, all the way across the board, from the creation of the deck to shipping of the final product. So that is a monumental task. We salute and honor her, and I'm very, very excited to look at this. So where should we start, guys? I feel like let's look at the deck first, and then we will look at the guidebook. I'm not usually a purple girly, but I do understand the use of purple for this, and it does feel very beautiful. Look at this sweet little sticker too. There's a mushroom on the sticker there. That's gorgeous. Oh yes, velour mats for the box. So the European Goddesses and Spirits Oracle deck. Okay, I'm going to read the back for you. Embark on a powerful journey with the pagan goddesses and female spirits of European myth. The European Goddesses and Spirits Oracle is an eco-friendly card deck containing highly detailed hand-drawn artworks of deity from Celtic, Germanic, Greek, Norse, and Slavic culture. Responsibly printed and ecologically produced in Italy. Solar energy, recyclable CE certified papers, food grade inks. I do think it's important to say this when I have this knowledge, because the deck is going to feel different, much like the Ritual Tarot. When sorry, you can hear Gracie barking. Someone must be walking across the lawn. When you are working with these type of ethically sustainable products, the feel of the deck is different and the price point is different. So please understand when you're approaching purchasing a deck like this, that's important information to have at your disposal to understand why is my price point what it is, and if there's a different feel or look, that is partially why. Okay, so it's the inside of the box. Oh. All right. Oh, and the little white book is that nice matte velour as well. Oh, even with the little white book, you've definitely got plenty of information. There are definitely journal prompts included as well for everyone who loves journal prompts. And I know, just like me, you guys love some good journal prompts. Let's see what we have. So there's definitely a wheel represented and a nice introduction to how to work with the cards. A nice introduction from the artist herself. Okay, so the little white book is you're definitely getting information with it. So if you're not able to purchase the guidebook or whatever the case may be there, you're still going to get plenty of information from this. Okay, let's go over to the cards. So let's see, what do I have? So Sacred Symbols Oracle, it's a similar size, a little bit larger to that. Here is a Rider-Waite-Smith to compare, so you can see what you'd be using if you're using this deck as a clarifier. Here is the backing. Now again, I'm not a purple and pink girl, but this is lovely if this is a color and tonality and theme that you do enjoy. This is very lovely. And I have to say, it is kind of refreshing to have a different color theme chosen than we typically see for the artwork. I like how we have this wheel represented here. There's this beautiful serpent energy, as well as the blossoming, this sense of fertility, fecundity that we do associate with the goddess. So that's really beautiful. Okay, so here we go. All right. Oh, I love this one. So this is definitely going to be a great deck to work with if you're looking to connect with these goddesses. I love that one. To experience building relationship with them. Sometimes it is very special, helpful, wonderful to have a representation to have up on our altar or within our personal space, our sacred space for ourselves. This is really beautiful to be able to have that type of representation there. And if you are someone who's also looking to see the crone aspect of the goddess represented, we definitely have her here with Baba Yaga. Oh, I love this one. Yeah, okay. And it's definitely sacred feminine feeling in its nature. Oh, yes. I can never say her name right. The Kalia, I can never say her name right, but I have been working with her personally, and this is a beautiful representation of her. So you definitely have Maiden Mother Crone energy included here. There's all facets. Sorry about Gracie, guys. She's adjusting to the new not being in the bedroom with me all day. There's so many. You know what I like about this too? Oh, I should say the cardstock is like that satin finish. And it's pretty sturdy. So I'm not disappointed with the cardstock. It's not too slippery. But what I was about to say is that I like that we have not only, you know, the more popular faces of the sacred feminine here within these lineages, these traditions, these pantheons, but we also have lesser known faces of the goddess too, because for those of us who have been walking this path for a time, I should say lesser known to popular culture, but for those of us who have been walking with the goddess for a time, to be able to have the gift of exploring other faces of her magnificence, right? Like, that's a gift. It's such a gift. Oh, hell is lovely in this one. Look at that. I really like the representation of all facets of the goddess. And there's no fear here around blood and bones, are there? Which always makes me very happy. This is more my color theme, but I understand not everyone vibes off that. No, this is really beautiful. You get the gritty feel, you have the soft and feminine feel of the goddess. This one's beautiful. And look at this more again. Oh, it's stunning. Oh, I love this one too. Yeah, so here's what I would say. This is going to be a great deck for connecting with various faces of the goddess, connecting with these specific pantheons. It's also going to be a great deck to understand who may be walking with you that you are, you know, only just coming to understand the connection, or who you might like to call in and work with that is not your typical go-to face of the sacred feminine. Incidentally, if you're a reader as well, this will help give you insight into which goddesses may be walking with your querent or your client, and also give you insight into ritual work, the energy that's coalescing or that you wish to call in, and the energy that may be coming together for group workings. So yeah, this is really beautiful. I like that it's not too big either. I think this number, I believe that Johanna said it's 40 cards. But I think that's a really nice size for this. And then here is the last one. It's looking shinier in my camera than it does in person. I like the feel and the size of this. Now, I do have larger hands, and I know a lot of you tell me that the decks that I love are actually too big for most of you. But this is a nice size for me, and I do think you want this oracle deck a larger size like this because you're going to be using it for visualization and quite possibly out in spaces, not only for clarification. Now, can you use this deck for clarification? 100% you can. You will just need to acquaint yourself with the goddesses in the deck, and that's where working with the guidebook can be very helpful. So let's take a look at the guidebook here. I mean, the guidebook feels amazing. Oh yeah, it's a nice hefty weight. It's that nice matte velour. So I'm not going to read the whole thing because we've already kind of gone over the European myth aspect. It is 40. I was right, it is 40 cards. Okay, but I will read this one piece. This companion book is both a standalone publication as well as an extension to the deck. It contains carefully researched information about all of the goddesses and spirits of the oracle and is filled with ideas and inspiration to connect to them. The European Goddesses and Spirits Oracle can be used with a unique divination system based on 8 feminine archetypes that are further explained in this book. It also includes divination messages for each card, journal prompts to deepen readings, and a selection of card spreads specifically designed for the decks. The European Goddesses and Spirits are awake and present to this day. Let this companion book take you on a mystical path to discover, reconnect, and deepen your relationship with the divine feminine and yourself. Oh wow, she was not lying. That is a full color representation. Oh, I like that. Okay, yeah, you're definitely getting a lot more meat from this book, in my opinion. And I understand if it's not in your budget, but to have a book like this is awesome. Look at this. Look at the, you're such a wealth of wisdom here. This is going to be a great, okay, so let me just give you this example. So here's Persephone. So we have this first page of information. Then we have the contradictions, and then we have the correspondences in order to connect with her. That's 3 full pages. So that's awesome. Okay. I really like this guidebook. It's beautiful. Like, look at that. Okay. So let me go to the beginning though. So you're definitely getting more card spread wise here. And then, so there are the 8 archetypes that she mentions which appear in this wheel. And then she lists them here for you so you can understand how you might wish to connect and work with them. There are keywords and symbols, and I think it would be great for what you want to bring in, what you want to release, what you want to draw towards you. There's a whole section on devotional approach as well. And there's a preface from Johanna. This is gorgeous. This guide, this larger guidebook is absolutely worth it. And I think if you're drawn to the deck itself, and then we have the reproductions as a whole in the back. If you're drawn to the book, the deck itself, you're going to want, I think you're going to want to make an investment in this guidebook. I would say it's 100% worth it just from looking at this, from all of my vast experience with guidebooks over the years. And trust me, I've seen them all. This is the kind of guidebook that you're really going to be able to get a lot out of, that you're going to want to keep in your collection, that you're going to be able to reference again and again, and that you're going to be able to work with from a magical perspective. So this is a deck that's not just about, or not only about divination, I should say. You're going to get a lot of ability to work with this in various ways, especially if you're approaching this type of work from a witchcraft perspective or a left-hand path or alternative spirituality perspective, where you are crafting ritual, you are wanting to engage in perhaps spell crafting, or you want to observe the Sabbats of the year or the major cycles of the year. Even if you want to work with the 8 archetypal wheel that she presents here for the faces of the goddess. This is the type of deck that lends itself well to that type of work. So you're getting more than just a clarifying oracle deck to a tarot deck, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I do think where you're going to see your investment pay off with a deck like this is that you're going to be able to get a lot of uses out of it. So while this deck was sent to me, I could definitely say it's one that I would be very, very much wanting to purchase and add to my collection, just for what it's offering, and especially because the scope of goddesses is outside of only the popularized options as well. So it's really giving you a chance to expand and to grow in how you experience the sacred feminine without as well as within. So it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you are interested in supporting the Kickstarter, all that information will be down below. Thank you so much to the deck creator who sent me the deck. I really love it. I'm excited to work with it, and I will do a full review of the deck on the channel as soon as I feel I've acquainted myself with her general energy. So I hope you are all doing well out there in the world. As always, I'm sending you oceans of love, and I will see you in the next video.